Hello friends, welcome to Ignited Max. At this video, we are going to get the concept related to the quadratic equation of the graphical method. Previously, we have seen the video related to the completing square method, factorization method. Now, at this video, we are going to specifically see about the graphical method and we'll see lots of the examples based on it and the tricks. Okay, we'll just apply the tricks for the nature of the graphs. Let's start to ignite it. We'll take one simplest example. All the explanation will be given in this example itself. What all these steps should be followed, all will be explained at this example, and we'll take some more example also and the nature of the graph. Okay, the tricks based on the nature of the graph that will be also explained at this video itself. Take the first example. So the given equation is x square plus 4x plus 8 is equal to 0. So it's nothing but the quadratic equation. We'll just compare with the general form of the quadratic equation, the standard form, that is nothing but ax square plus bx plus c, in which a is equal to 1, b is equal to 4 and c is equal to 8. Now we need to check as x is equal to minus 2a, in which we will be getting the value of x. Okay, so if we will put the value of b, it's nothing but 4 minus 4 divided by 2a. It's nothing but 2 into 1, and we will be getting the answer as minus 2. And we'll just put the given equation, the question we used to put it in the y form. It's nothing but y is equal to x square plus 4x plus 8. This is the most important step that we need to follow. If we will get the value of x by using the formula, it's minus b by 2a. Put that value in the equation. So we will be getting the answer as 4. Now we have completed with the two steps. First we need to compare it and we need to put it the value of x is equal to minus b by 2a, and the general equation, the question we have received, we need to put it as y, in which we will be getting the value of x comma y. It's nothing but for this question is minus 2 comma 4. Now we need to put it in a table form. Okay, x, y at the left hand side and all that values we have received. It's nothing but minus 2 and 4. We need to do it respectively. Values in the middle of the block, in the left hand side and even the right hand side, the two blocks will be left. Okay, so if we take the value of x is equal to minus 2, yes, at the right hand side just take the other values. It's nothing but minus 3, minus 4. Yes, at the left hand side take the next two values as per the number line given, like 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Okay, why I have took as a minus 2 comma 4, because as per the formulas present, x is equal to minus b by 2 है, so that minus 2 comma 4, whatever will be getting the answer, just put it in the middle of the block and take the right hand side and left hand side next two values. This procedure will be continued for every question. X is equal to 0 as per the first block is presented, so just put the value y is equal to x square plus 4x plus 8 as per the question. Just put the value as 0 and we'll be getting the answer 8. Now if we'll take the value x is equal to minus 1, we'll be getting the answer 5, minus 2, 4 as we have given earlier, minus 3, then 5, and minus 4 is equal to, if we will put the value, then y is equal to 8. After completing with the table, now we need to plot it in the graph. So here I have took as x-axis, y-axis, plot in a graph. So first the x value is 0. So 0 and 8 we have plot, minus 1, 5, minus 2 comma 4, minus 3 comma 8 and minus 4 comma 8 we have plot, and we have got a parabola. This is how we need to do the graphical method. Okay, I'll take one more example so that even more the concept will be clear. So the question is x squared plus x minus 3. Okay, over here we need to put as the standard form. That is nothing but ax squared plus bx plus c, in which will be getting the value of a, b and c. Now the second step is we need to find the value of x. It's nothing but minus b by 2a. Just put the value and we got the answer as minus 1 by 2. It's nothing but minus 0.5. If it is in the value of minus 0.5, it is in the decimal form, how we need to deal with it, like that we are going to do it. Whenever the question is given, just put the value as y. So y is equal to x square plus x minus 3. So we got the value as x is equal to minus 0.5. If we will put, even we will be getting the y value is also in decimal. The y value we will be getting around minus 3.25. So minus 0.5 minus 3.25, it's not convenient to in the plot in a graph. Okay, if we are getting this x and value in this decimal, even the other values also we need to take it decimal. So what we have used over here, it's lying between 1 to 1. So we'll take some of the approximate value of x even for the y, like over here minus 0.5. So we'll take a value as 0, and at the y we got as a minus 3.5. So we'll take a answer minus 3. So 0, for that the y value will be minus 3. Okay, for the example 1, as we have done, we have not received any of the answer in decimal, so we conclude in the natural number, and even the preceding values also we took in the natural number, but over here it is in the decimal. So if we will take one of the values in decimal, even all the values will be in the decimal, and it will be difficult in plot. So the thing that we need to inform that if we will be getting the value in the decimal, just take in the format so that it will be easy to do the plotting. For the previous example, there is not any certain rule we need to take only 5 values, only 3 values, only 6 values. That is not any rule. It's just a method to do it, in which it will be so easy to do the plotting. If we will take, for example, only 3 values, that is nothing but, if we will take for the first example, if we will see only minus 2, minus 1, minus 3, if we will take only 3 values, then the plotting may find a little bit difficult to do it. Okay, so if we will take more and more values, then we will be getting the perfect plot, and we will be getting the perfect parabola. For the question, if x is equal to 0, then y is equal to minus 3, and even the preceding values. For 0, we took at the right hand side as 1, 2, and at the left hand side minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. To the second example, as we have done the x values, the preceding x values, and we got the y value by putting the values in the equation given, that is nothing but x square plus x minus 3 is equal to y. So if we will put as a minus 3, we will be getting the y value is equal to 3. So the same way we got the value. Now let's plot in the graph. So minus 3 comma 3, we have plotted minus 2 minus 1, minus 1 minus 3. 0 comma minus 3, 1 comma minus 1, and 2 comma 3. Now we got an actual parabola. This will be the simplest method for the graphical method in the quadratic equation. Here at the first and second example, we have seen the parabola as a upward open, downward open. Yes. So how we need to identify whether the parabola that we have done is right or not. Okay, for that, one simplest trick is that, okay, the a value, okay, by the comparing with the general form, the a value, if it is greater than 0, for example, if it is greater than 0, then the parabola looks like an open above. If the a value is less than 0, then it will be open below. So this is the difference in which the parabola, according to the given question, will be open above or open below. We can identify with the simplest. Now the nature of the graphs, that is nothing but the discriminant value, the d value. If it is greater than 0, and even if the a is greater than 0, we have seen the graph over here as it is visible. And if it is a is less than 0 and even the discriminant is greater than 0, then we will be getting this graph. This is the nature of a graph, and we will be getting a 2 solution. Yes, and if d is equal to 0, for example, d is equal to 0, then we will be getting only one solution. Okay, one point of the intersection we can see. Okay, if a is greater than 0 or a is less than 0. And over here, case 3, in which it doesn't meet any axis. Okay, over here the d is less than 0 and a is greater than 0, and d is less than 0 and a is less than 0. So if d is greater than 0, equal to 0, less than 0, the nature of the graph changes. So this is how we can identify whether our graph, the parabola, will be open above or open below. We can identify with the given question itself by comparing with the standard form, that is nothing but ax square plus bx plus c. We have came into the end of the video. We have seen the concept related to the graphical method of the quadratic equation and the nature of the graph. Any queries related to the other method of the quadratic equation, that is nothing but a factorization method, completing square method, a quadratic formula as we have learned it. Okay, don't forget to check at the description box, and even at the I button we may getting the link about it. If this Ignited Max is so helpful, then do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment.